Quantum X trades. Today we're going to look at a quick BTC analysis. So without further ado, let's start. All right, so we're going to start with the daily time frame. It's always good to start from the daily time frame and move down to lower time frames. Okay, so what we have on the daily, we have a node right on the right hand side. You can see this is my volume profile indicator. We have a node somewhere around this area and it's a zone. Okay, so I'm going to extend it like this. So the volume profile is the yellow-blue indicator that you have on the price scale. This will be used for future references as our target. But for now, I'll just draw it up there because now I'm starting to like a structure, something like this. This to be our A or B, an impulsive wave C, maybe up to somewhere there, or to the upper bound of this box that we have here, and price to move further down. But that's a long-term price action, so I'll just focus on what we have happening right about now. Okay, so we have marked our target on the daily time frame. Do we have any other nodes that is of interest? I don't see any. Okay, let's see, we have something. So let me mark another one, which is 23,700, which is, it's very important to mark it. Okay, and I'll mark it blue. I usually use blue to indicate daily time price action. So that's our target. So this is a possible target for the short-term Bitcoin price. Let's move down to the lower time frame. We see what is happening down there. So I've been sounding like a broken record, but we have had the following: A, B. So our C wave can even go as far as the 29K, or it might just end around here. So we're yet to determine where our wave C is. So I'll just leave it up there. But we have B, we have A, B, and we're currently in the C wave. So far we have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we are currently in the fifth wave in the minor degree. Okay, and let's move down. So do we have any nodes that we need to? So just from looking at the volume profile, you can see that we have a node around this area here, and it's also a range. So let me mark it. So it's some sort of a range right about, I think I need to change the settings for this thing. Let's see if I can mark it. So it's something like this, and I'll extend it right, extend right. Okay. So this is where price is likely to start retracing from, or we'll get a reaction around that area. It can also act as a target for this particular move that we have right now. Okay, so let's move on. Let's drop down to 1 hour. So what have we had on the 1 hour time frame? We have had the following. We have had one, two, we're in wave 3. We had some reaction somewhere around here. Let me drop down to the 15 minutes to see what is happening. So we have some sort of expanding flat structure. Okay, we have a node building around here. We have a node building around here. So meaning this has been turned into support. So we need to see price action stay above this level, 22,600, or around that area, for us to remain bullish. But I will explain, I'll add some more targets to look out for. This is not the only target. This is resistance. So we wouldn't want, this is support. We wouldn't want to see this be turned into resistance, because we might go down to around this node, which is 22,300 to 22,241. So this could be your buy zone as well if we were to retrace to these areas, right? This node that we have here. This could be our buy zone. So we could have something like we have this whole structure here as our W, we can have this as our X, and then we have our Y coming up here, and then we have a move to the upside, right? And this would form the typical W. Sorry, my mouse skills are not very good today. Yeah, so WXY structure. Then from there we might push up, and that, what is our target up there? Our target is the 23,857 area, or this marked red area. As you can see, we don't have much resistance in this gap, so if we are to drop, we will be quickly bought up, especially between 22,200 to 23,300, somewhere there. If we drop to those areas, we'll be quickly bought up. Okay, so I'm not expecting a huge retracement. So you might be safe to buy the dips for this particular price action. It's safe to buy the dips. Okay, so let's remove that so that it doesn't clutter our chart. So this also is a 5-wave. So this is wave 5. So it's typical for wave 5 to have. This is wave where we are in wave 5, and in the 5th wave itself, we should have 5 waves. So this is why you see this impulsive move to the upside. So we might be in wave 4, and we still have. Let me make that as a sub-minute and let's see. 4. Okay, so we are in wave 4 of the 5th wave, right? And our 5th wave might end around this area. So to create targets, for example, I use what I call the fib technique. So let me just quickly demonstrate it. I'll use the XBT chart. All right, so, and I'll go to the daily. The fib technique I use is quickly explained, is I get my fib retracement 2, and what I do is I observe price action when it's trying to make a higher high. For example, let's say we had price action like that, right? And it's attempting to make a higher high. Okay, so I'll remove my fib and draw it again. So what I do is I get my fib from the start of the pump to the end, or to the candle close, and I observe as price comes up. What I want to see is price to test the 0.13 area, this one, the level 0.13. It might come down, test the previous high, but what I would like to see is for it to find support above this 0.13. Only then will I be sure of the price reaching my sell area target, which is between minus 0.5 and minus 0.618. This is what I like to see. So this, let me just demonstrate, because this doesn't make sense at all. If I were hearing this for the first time, I would also just be like, okay, what the heck is this? All right, so let's assume we're right about here. So we have this move. So we measure from here to this top, and we can see that BTC made this move to the upside. It came back down and is attempting to make a higher high, so to break this top. So what I would be looking for is, let me zoom so that you have a good picture of what I'm trying to say. So what I would like to see is for price to test the 0.13, minus 0.13. Yeah, it can stay in this range between the 0 and between this range 0 and 0.13. What I would like to see is price to find support above here, and my target would be a buy here to target minus 0.5 or minus 0.618 right there. So this is the chunk that I would get and run away. So I get that, and I will exit the markets. All right, let's use another example just to demonstrate this technique. So we can even use this. So let's assume that we've been going up from around here to there. Yeah, so we're looking at this particular move from here to here, right? So this was the previous high, we come back down, right? And we don't know what's going to happen when price reaches that level. So to avoid overthinking, overanalyzing, you simply plot the fib, this fib retracement tool, and check how price is interacting, or you check what is happening between 0 and 0.13. The important thing you have to see is price finding support above the 0.13. So it found support, it went there. It didn't quite touch our target, but if you see that, you know, price is losing momentum, you can quickly exit, but you would have made something by buying the support. Then we broke the support again right about here. Right about here, as you can see, we found support above the 0.13 and price went to our desired target, right? So this is what I would like to see currently in BTC. So having said, or having explained this technique, let's try to use it on our price action today. Let's go to 1 hour. So we can create targets starting from the start of this pump. So we come from there, and we're going to use the close of not the wick, but the candle close. I find this to be more accurate. All right, so our target for this particular price action, I'll mark them, and we'll see in the upcoming days if this will be met. So our take profit for these will be that. So we are creating kind of multiple targets because no one can predict exactly where, you know, price is likely to go. So yeah, those are our two targets. This is for the overall, this is for the move from here to here. So this is our target. So price, when it reaches here, is most likely to, you know, retrace. How much, I don't know, but for the meantime, this is my target for the price action that is happening right now. We might go to 23,163 or 23,700, and mind you, on the daily we already marked 23,857. So this whole range is, it's possible for price to get there. So all these multiple targets are telling us one thing: we are likely to hit 23k. All right, so let me remove the fib. All right, so this is. Did I remove a price target? Yes, I did. Let me mark that again. So there we go. All right. Then we can also create targets for this particular leg that we had, this move that we had, right? Because we have, so what we have done, the targets is we had this high, and now the price is trying to make another, so to break this and to make another high, right? So that's why I plotted it from here and created these targets. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to use this recent leg that we had. I'm going to drop down to the 15-minute, 24-minute time frame. So we had this move, the impulsive move, right? The impulsive move from here. Let me use the bodies. So somewhere around here to, what's happening with my fib? Okay, grabbed from here all the way to the close. So the close somewhere there. So what do I want to see? All right, what I want to see for this move to happen, we need to see price break this 0.13, so 22,889 has to be broken, turn it into support, and our target for this move that we had, the recent move, is likely to end at 23,500 and 23,740. So these are the good targets that I think I have. So I'm going to mark this as, let's mark them maybe white. Yeah, let's mark them white so that yeah, let's mark them white. So for this particular action that we have right now, if we can have if the price can find support above 22,889, we're going to continue up, and we might see a retracement after touching 0.5, which is 23,500 to 700, somewhere there. So this is what I would like to see. If we fail to break this, then we might retrace into this zone, maybe 22,300 area. Then from there, we'll still see price attempt to break that 0.13. As soon as it finds support above that, we're going to see price move further up to the upside. I'm not expecting a huge retracement now, but a completion of this 5-wave structure that we have: 1, 2, our 3, our 4. A 4 can be a large, what can I say? It can be a complex pattern, but it doesn't invalidate this move to the upside. So we might have a structure, as I've explained, like this. So from here, I said we have some sort of expanding flat, right? We have this expanding flat price. Let's see, it goes, it's not very clear. Let me just zoom like that. So we have this structure, right? Price comes down, comes up, comes down. So this is an expanding flat. We might have a connector, which is again, we have something like this with X. We might even drop to here. Then from there we move up. Okay, but if we, so as you can see right now, okay, as you can see right now, we see that price is finding support right at this level, right? So the next thing I would expect is price to attempt 22,889. So if we try that, we get rejected. We might, you know, come down, maybe play in this range, but eventually we might break it, and we will target those white targets that I had. So if you're going to look at this, maybe pause the video and try to understand what is going on. Your immediate targets for this leg that we have, this leg that we had, it might end at the white lines, right? It might end at the white lines. This is the target. And when that happens, it completes this structure that we have had. Let me do this. So we have 1, 2, and we have a 3, a 4, and when this final leg happens, it completes the 5th wave. Then from here we might see a bigger correction. So this is where you can see that big correction that I would like to see before we can move to the upside. So let me quickly switch to the daily so that you just get what I'm trying to say here. Sorry, it seems, I hope this doesn't hurt your eyes switching from one chart to another. Okay, so if we can get that 5th wave, we might get a deeper correction, and this from there we might finally get this move to the upside. We might even get there, right? And this now completes the overall structure. This now will complete the overall structure that we had: this wave to there, and to there, right? I'm not saying price will get to 29K. No, this is like analyzing or taking the price action one step at a time, right? So we don't know if this, I'm taking this as ABC, right? It might be ABC, or let me not say ABC. It might be a 3-wave move, right? 1, 2, and 3. It might be a 5-wave move: 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. It might be that. So instead of guessing what the structure would be, I would rather just take the market one step at a time. So for the meantime, in the meantime, I'm just trying to give targets for the short term that we have, the short term price action. So if we can get to these areas, that I've indicated, so you can pause the video and mark these areas because they're very important. You can mark them on your chart. If we get to these areas, I'm expecting a bigger correction a bigger correction. Hold on, my mouse skills are pathetic today. Okay, so we get that bigger correction, and from there I'll be expecting price again to, you know, push higher, to push like that. Then only from there will I expect some maybe explosive move to the downside or continuation to the upside. I don't know, but for the meantime, these are our targets. Okay, these are our targets. Let me drop down to the 24 minutes. Yeah, so this is what I'm expecting. If we retrace, I'm not expecting a huge retracement. So if we retrace, you're safe to buy the dips. You're safe to buy the dips. So this is already acting as support, as I can see, right? And when I drew the fib, we saw that. Let me use the body close right there. We can see that this level here is acting as support. This 0 level is already acting as support. Unless we lose that support, yes, I'll expect price to retrace further. But if we keep on, you know, hovering between 0 and 0.13, then I'm expecting that price at some point will attempt, or over this weekend, will attempt to break that 0.13, and when we break that, turn it into support, price is going to go high. So right now I'm not thinking of even short-term shorts. I'm not thinking about that. I'm only thinking of buy opportunities, and the buy opportunities are between 22,200 to 300. And if you're feeling confident, you can also attempt to buy this. But if you buy, make sure that your stop is very tight. For example, if you were to buy here, then your stop should be at this level, 22,652. That's where your stop should be. Yeah, anticipating a breakout to the upside, but your stop should be right about that area. It should be tight. Okay, it's always good to use stop. Otherwise, you can be wrecked. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at. So just in case you want to pause the video, I'm going to measure and leave it here. Yeah, like that. Okay, I'll leave it so you can maybe plot it on your chart. So I'm waiting for it to break this and then move up. So this is the short-term market analysis that I have. We'll see if it reaches our targets. If it reaches our targets, I'm going to make another video, and we'll pick it up from there. Just for curiosity's sake, let me see what is happening to... Okay, so let me see. This is just some extra confirmation that I want to make. So we have this is again the volume profile, a different kind. So we have, as you can see, these nodes. So it's coinciding to the buy area that we had. If price dips into here, you're safe to buy it. But we also we can't ignore this node right here. And as you can see, this node that is forming, if we were going to, you know, lose momentum and start bouncing off this, it means we're going to drop in this area, or in this no, lower, right? But as you can see, this node is acting as support. So I'm favoring price action more to the upside until we attempt to break that 0.13 and breaking out. So right now, this node, as you can see, that has formed. So this volume profile that you see, these blue lines, the lower bound is the value area low, the higher bound is the value area high. If we lose this value area high, then we're going to, yes, deep into the 22,300. It's very likely. If we lose this, we're going to, we might go down here, but we won't stay here for long. We'll be quickly bought back up. So today has been quite bullish. So the start of the day was here, right? This is where our day started from, right about here. So we see that we have the following. If you don't understand this indicator, we have the yellow line is the POC. Let me remove one indicator here so that is clear. So we have the POC, which is the yellow line. We have the value area high, value area low. As you can see, we started our day. Let's see, how did we start our day? Okay, it was quite, yeah, so we started with a move up, a move down, we moved up, right? above the POC, the yellow line, we were rejected. We came back down and, you know, played around the low value area low. Then we found support above the point of control, attempted to test the value area high. We were rejected. We came back hovering around the POC at the point of control. Now we're finding support above the point of control, and this is what you see. And even this move is even more bullish because we are finding support above the value area high. So if we can stay above the 22,648 area, we are very bullish and we're likely to see more upside. Overall, the markets are bullish, but I would like to see price stay above this level, the value area. Yeah. So this pump that happened, if you're following what I've just explained, when we dumped from here, so we dumped, right? And we have the following. So this was yesterday. We have the value area. Let me mark them so that you see them quickly. I'm sorry I'm taking long, but this might be knowledge that that might help you in the future, right? So you have the value area low, the POC, and the value area high. So our day yesterday was like this. We have price coming up, right? This is it interacts with a point of control. We get rejected. We bounce off the value area low. We come back up, find support above the POC, try the value area high, get rejected, but we didn't go as far as the POC, which was a bullish signal. Then we break the value area high, okay? We move up, find support above it. Then this was the start of I think yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. Sorry, this was 2 days ago. Yesterday. So market started above the value area high of the previous day, which is here, which was quite bullish. So we tested the value area high of the previous day. This is from the previous day. They're just in one line, if you can see. They are forming the same line. They're coinciding. And this was very bullish because if we had broken this area, we could have gone further down, but we found support on it. We found support on the yesterday's POC, and then finally we found support on the value area high of yesterday, and we saw a pump like that. So if you understand what I've just explained, then you would understand my thoughts right about this level. Of course, the value area high and the value area low can change in the course of the day, but the overall structure doesn't change. If we can find support above the value area high, we'll be very bullish. If we start losing this 22,600 area, then we're likely to test lower prices. Okay, and if we're to maybe just quickly finally switch to the 1 hour, I'll draw that fib because it keeps things in perspective, right? You can be confused with what price is doing, but I'll still be observing how price interacts with the 0.13 area. So even if we go down, right? Even if we lose the value area high of the day, we start dipping, I'm still expecting price to be quickly bought back up and get back to test the highs, maybe find a range in this 0.13 or 0 between the 0 and the 0.13, range. And finally, if we can find support above that, I can be sure to buy and target the targets that we have, the white zones or the yellow zones or the blue zones. Yeah, I can see them on my right hand side. So overall price is bullish. You're safe to buy the dips. Currently I'm not expecting price to dip. It seems to have found support right about there. So we'll see. I wish I could upload these videos more frequently, but I'll see you tomorrow. If you have questions, please join Telegram. I can post changes in the market. So join my Telegram group, and I'll be happy to help. Yeah, for questions, comment under the video, and I'll gladly respond to them. So thank you for watching. See you tomorrow.